Hello tacticians, it's Nox here, and what a weird 2 weeks it's been. I've been on holiday, I've come back, got a cold, and I've come back to an anniversary event for Tacticus. Before I go any further, I would like to give a massive thank you to Tabasco Senior, Galixian, Catch, Evig, Belbo and Hive for using my friend code. It is very much appreciated, and any of you out there who do decide to use mine, a massive thank you to you all. But what's going on with this anniversary event? Well, on day one, we all received a requisition scroll and some other goodies. Day two isn't as good. It's a pay, £1.69 if you're in the UK, and on Android, I understand iOS is a bit more expensive. And who knows what day three will be, except it's going to be free. So let's all look forward to what is on offer tomorrow. Not only that, they stopped the TA, which I thought was going ahead when I was on a holiday, and instead they've moved to the TA, which is all this week. Now, I've not been doing too great so far. I've got a few redemption, and I need to actually play a few before that maxes out. But what an interesting change to Tournament Arena this is. It certainly lessens the impact of your Overwatch teams, because the Overwatch will be spent as soon as those Tyranids come in, but I still think the Summoners still have a job to do here, even though the summons will get distracted by those Tyranids as they spawn in. Speaking of Tyranids, they've also gone and announced a new faction, which was of course the Tyranids if you weren't following. Now, we don't know what any of these creatures are going to be yet, but I'm sure details will be forthcoming sooner rather than later. They also released the next set of missions for Samhain, and we can now start to unlock Thormachus. Now, I am 41 shards in, and I've got a way to go before I can unlock him, but looking at his abilities, I think this guy may have a position to use. So be wary of this guy and probably make him a priority target should you see him in the tournament arena. Not only can he turn your characters against you, but also any of their summons as well. And he will actually shield either himself or a near-friendly unit with an additional shield. This is definitely a guy that I am looking forward to using when I eventually unlock him in the tournament arena. The one other thing that I have noticed is if you look at the Space Wolves on the legendary portrait, you can see a top knot. Now, I've had a quick look at the Games Workshop website, and the only guy with a top knot, which is very similar to this one, is Ragnar Blackmane. Now, does this mean we have a new legendary event coming up for Ragnar? Unfortunately, I have no idea, but I think there is a high chance that this could be that legendary. So what could Ragnar do, assuming it was him? Well, Ulf doesn't like summons, and Tajark doesn't like psychers. Arjak, well, he's a massive tank. So that each one of the Space Wolves so far has had a very specific role to play. So what could Ragnar actually do? Is he going to be like the existing three that we've got, where he's got one specific role, or is he going to be a force multiplier so that the existing Space Wolves will get more of a benefit if he is on the battlefield? A bit like how both Marnius Calgar and Hellbrecht will buff those around them. Personally, I have no idea, but I wouldn't be surprised if it does go that way. And now, going back to the anniversary event, we can also collect skulls for doing particular missions. Now, most of these will tie back into killing the Tyranids, so you either need to be doing your onslaughts or taking part in the TA. And the rewards for doing this is actually, well, a small amount of Blackstone, some badges, and 5 Ray Vass shards every single time you open a crate. This is no small amount. Assuming you work your way through these missions across the week, I would be very surprised that even new players would be unlocking Ray Vass. And Ray Vass is one of the meta characters to use across all aspects of the game. So yes, while there is a pay element in part of this anniversary, they are giving away a very good character as well. And if you want to get even more skulls and open those additional chests, you have got the option of the anniversary bonus shipment, which will give you additional missions and extra skulls and some Blackstone thrown in if you so wish. This is really, in my opinion, aimed at either the whales who want to get everything up to the maximum rarity, or the newer players who are trying to fill out their roster with some additional useful characters to use in all aspects of the game. And if you're on the fence, well, I'm not going to tell you whether you should do it or don't, but I wouldn't be surprised if you can unlock him without using this. And of course, we have the anniversary raffle. All you need to do is go to their website, which is tacticusgame.com, or click on the link provided in-game and enter in Grim Dark Fun in the creator codes for 5 additional chances to win. Now, all of the creators will be giving away these codes, so keep an eye out on myself and all the other creators for any other codes we may be giving away. Finally, if you or your guild are looking for a new home, please feel free to reach out to any of the guilds shown here. We are always welcoming new players and new guilds into our midst. And until next time, I'll be seeing you on the battlefield.